If you're one of those people that's like, communism is bad because you can't own anything, oh, you don't know what personal property is.
You do not own your house under communism. From the Communist Manifesto, 1848, Chapter 2. In this sense, the theory of the communist may be summed up in a single sentence: abolition of private property. While Marx was intending for this to apply to the means of production, communist governments have typically applied this to land and housing, meaning individuals do not own their homes in the sense that you do in a capitalistic legal framework. Now, you are correct in there being a difference between private property and personal property. Private property is those things that generate income or exploit labor, be it a factory or an apartment building. Communism abolishes this and turns those things over to the state. Personal property does exist. Those are items for personal use that do not generate profit: clothes, furniture, personal electronics. And in communism, those do remain yours. The 1918 Constitution of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic says, for the purpose of attaining the socialization of land, all private property is abolished. Now, some people will argue that that only was applying to farmland for the rest of the continuation. So, also reference the Abolition of Private Real Estate, August 20th, 1918, which addresses private real estate, profits, rents, mortgages, basically all of those things becoming state property in the jurisdiction of the local authorities. Now, you said you have a house and you choose to sell it so it can become somebody else's personal property. Under communism, specifically in that Marxist sense, housing was collectively already owned by the state. You would be assigned housing, but you didn't own it, therefore you could not sell it. Under communism, it is correct to say you have a right to live in the house assigned to you by the state. Now, you also said,
If you can't understand that, you do not have room to talk about why you think communism is bad.
The problem here is you do not understand communism enough to be telling anybody that they can't talk about communism. But I don't want to discourage you. I see where you're trying to go with this, and you should stick with it. But you need to hit the books. You need to do a lot more reading about Marx and communism.